What's up, guys? It's your girl, Megan Rogers, and today I have a very special guest, but with a heavy heart. Linda, please get better and come back to us.
Yes.
Josh, ain't it?
Yes, that works. I am the guest Linda today.
Yes. And he is so sweet that I said, well, in order to be honorary Sassy Broad, would you mind wearing a tiara? And Josh, he said, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I'll
like,
wear anything.
no shame in my game.
I would have worn a dress. I mean, I've been rocking women's shirts. Like my friend, we're the same size. She gave me a bunch of shirts. Two of them happened to be women's shirts that I didn't know until after I had worn them. The rest, half of the day.
Did people tell you looked pretty?
No, I did get looks though. A lot of looks.
From guys? Did you get catcalls?
No, unfortunately, no. But yeah, no.
Maybe that's why she gave you the shirts, because she's
right, yeah. She doesn't want to be showing her belly, I guess.
Yeah, so it's okay to show yours.
Yeah, every time I scratched, just had to,
do it?
Yeah.
And then they looked and they're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, no.
Maybe you got the looks and they wanted to catcall, but they knew I probably shouldn't.
See, yeah, maybe that's...
Because it's a dude, but yet that shirt he's got on just is so...
Right, they maybe... Well, are we gonna offend him? Like, no. I like to know that
you want to know that
bare
your
midriff is
pretty.
Looking good.
Yeah, you want to feel good about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why else would I wear that shirt? Except that it's the only one that I had at the time.
Well, now we got to do our shameless plugs. May I have the menu, darling?
Oh yes, I'm just playing with the menu.
So we're at Harvey's Corner Office, and that is on Gleason and 6.
Oh yeah,
it's right across the street from the Union Station Greyhound.
Just call your heroin dealer, go to their house. We're a block away.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. And at Harvey's, we've been plugging the yakisoba. And I came in today and I was so hungry and I was like, I need some food. And I was so hungry. I was just hangry and I couldn't think. So I was like, you know what? Daryl just keeps talking about the chicken yakisoba. And I was like, just give it to me. It's good. It is really good. And I think it's about what? $13? Yeah, I think it's like $13.
I did know that was yakisoba, by the way. That was very good.
Yeah, it's like a noodles, not like ramen noodles. I think they're Japanese noodles.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
I was thinking lo mein, but I don't know the differences here. So.
I know. I'm too white to know anything.
Yeah, and I just eat the food. I don't
just eat the
define
food
it.
too. Yeah, but it's got it had chicken and broccoli, bell peppers in like a tangy sweet teriyaki sauce.
Like sweet and sourish, but something else in there too. I couldn't think of what it would
maybe
be.
a little red chili to give it a little zazz.
Yeah,
a little zhuzh.
A little spice.
And the headliners.
Yeah, I'm totally screwing you up, aren't I? I was going to not talk through this.
No, talk through it, or else we'll just be like this.
Yeah, I have a hard time not.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit like and comment below.
Do that. I'm pointing at your camera like I'm on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, do it.
We'll set a spell on you.
I'm just having fun with something.
Subscribe to this channel, darling. So the headliner is, do you remember?
Jack Jr.
Jack Jr. I know Jeff's going to be like, you can't podcast anymore if you don't know who the hell you're talking
right.
about.
Let's see. It's the lineup is, I don't know who's feature opener or whatnot, but it's Rachel O'Brien, who I kept trying to call Emily. I don't know why. Jake Leos, who I've just like I've seen Rachel before. I've not seen Jake. Jack is also new to me. They're all very, very funny.
They are super funny.
Yeah. Jack Jr., though, he is the headliner.
Jack Jr. is really funny. Yeah, I saw it. And also, I think there is a little secret thing.
A secret?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not privy to that because it's...
Well, I don't want to pull like a Tom Holland and spoil the Avengers, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything or not. So just come to the show, see what the secret is. It's not about the universe. It's an actual, like, Secrets Girl Hush Hush. And
is it like a gift basket or
no?
Like, am I gonna win muffins?
No. It includes travel.
Oh, 2 muffins. There's a hotel involved, you know there is.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be 2 muffins.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
I just want muffins right now.
Right. You just had chicken yakisoba. What's wrong with you?
There wasn't enough pastry in it.
You're getting your sweet tooth back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have Sour Patch Kids in my backpack I can't quite reach, so I'm just...
You're not allowed to reach them. You're just going to have to sit there and just feverishly think about it.
I know. I could have canker sores right now forming on my lips, but that's...
From Sour Patch?
No, the sour part. Like, don't you get that? I get that a lot from, like, I love, like, salt and vinegar chips. I love sour, but I always get canker sores.
I get scratch, like little itty bitty scratches.
I call them canker sores, but yeah, I mean, it's like, and then the next day, like, your tongue falls off.
Yeah, you know? And you're like, why did I do this? And then you're like, I can't wait to do it again. It tastes so good.
I stick them in my cheeks up here because it hurts less. And then I just look like a chipmunk. People are like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, Sour Patch Kids. They're delicious.
Do they hurt your teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when the older I get, I think maybe that's another reason why I don't love candy anymore, because it hurts my teeth.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
You have to work through that. And then eventually it gets better, you know, when the teeth fall out. That's sort of how I've worked it my whole life so far, and I'm going to continue with that. I can't give up sugar.
Really?
No, that. Sugar is like a sacrament to me. I need it to feel right with the world. I don't know, transubstantiation, it might be a thing. I mean, it works with wafers.
What's that? What's substantiation?
The Catholic thing where you take the communion wafer and it turns into Jesus on the way down.
So I need to think that when I eat a Sour Patch Kid, I'm eating Jesus.
Exactly.
Okay, I can try that.
Body of Christ tastes way better that way. A little gelatin.
So isn't that kind of... You're eating the body of Christ.
Yeah.
So you're basically like eating Jesus' dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Or am I just eating his ass?
Well, I mean, where does the blood come in on that one? But I mean, like, because the wine, right? Body and blood. So I don't know where that one comes in, but we are definitely cannibals. I just hit the thing. I'm gonna hit myself in the face too. I'm very wavy with these. You give me a prop, I'm gonna waggle it. But no, yeah, I was funny Christian, and that always bothered me. And like, it's in the law that you're not allowed to eat people, and we're eating people.
Yeah, it's that weird double standard.
Yeah,
like, I don't get that. Yeah. And why is it okay for us to eat Jesus, but we can't, like, you can't eat me and vice versa?
Right.
Why is that so evil, but I'm allowed to eat Jesus?
Yeah, right. Like, what if I wanted to eat Buddha? I mean, does he turn into anything? He should.
What would Buddha, like, if we were
sushi roll.
A sushi roll, and what would be the blood of Buddha? Like sake?
Ooh, yeah.
Plum
wine. I'm going Japanese on this, even though Siddhartha was not Japanese. In fact, he was a Hindu, as I recall.
Buddha was Hindu?
Yeah.
So then it would be...
Because he hasn't started Buddhism yet. I mean, what's he going to call it?
Curry?
Curry? Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Ooh, wait.
Curry?
What is that? Naan.
Yeah. Naan. So it'd be naan. What would be the blood of Buddha?
What do they drink over there? I mean, I know they have the British influence, so there's a lot of tea, and there's China right there, so there's got to be a lot of tea, right? So chai. There you go, chai.
But it's not...
Chai's way better anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's
it doesn't
not
get you
alcoholic.
drunk. Yeah, that's the problem. I was trying to come up with an alcoholic drink, but it really would be chai. It'd be so delicious.
Did anybody call in? No.
They better.
No. You guys can call in. Tell us that we're full of shit. We like it.
Totally should.
Yeah.
Roast us.
Do it.
I'm very roastable. Look at this face.
Me too. Same. So, what else is going on in your life? Talk to me, baby.
What else is going on in my life? What is going on in my life? I've had a busy week, but like nothing got done.
Don't you?
Yeah.
I hate that.
I know.
It's like, why do I feel so exhausted and been running around, but like I have piles of shit that still need to be, and nothing's done.
I have so much elevator music stuck in my head from being on hold for an entire day. That was my Monday, and none of the stuff got fixed. Like none of it. It's still broken right now, and I forgot to do something. I do that a lot. But yes, I need to do something to fix that probably sometime after this.
And get on the phone.
Yeah, I need to get on the phone and make a phone call.
That's probably why I don't get things done, because I don't like to be on the phone.
I've worked way too many phone jobs.
Yeah.
It's a performance.
Yeah.
And it's exhausting. Like, hey, how are you? Like suddenly I have to go into like nice person mode,
customer service mode.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Right.
Perfect stranger that's just going to be rude.
Exactly. I have had to call Comcast before, and before
I hate Comcast.
3 or 4 shots because I can't be mean unless I'm drunk.
Really?
I wanted to yell at Comcast. Who doesn't? But
I
was 25. I was exploring my emotions
when you're that,
with alcohol.
I think. Well, depending on your maturity level as an older person, I think when you get older, you tend to be a little more polite, at least in my utopic brain.
A little more calm.
Yeah, more patience.
Yeah.
I have more patience.
More understanding. And I don't know if my temper's any less than it would be, but it's triggered by far fewer things.
Yeah. Yeah. But then I do avoid people at all costs.
Yes. Because they're the worst.
People are the worst.
They are the worst kind of people.
And those people should like, comment, and subscribe below.
Yes, absolutely. We love you. Not cynical here. No, but I used to think that way. I love people. I have a problem
with
people in that I really want to just like everybody. So I'm very easily hoodwinked by people who aren't nice, but just behave that way in front of me. You know what I mean? I can very quickly, like, make friends with somebody I don't like on accident.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not big on that, but, like, I do that a lot. I just, like, as soon as you show me that you have humanity, I'm like, I love you again, and then I become a puppy and I waggle my tails.
Right.
You know?
It's like you're looking for, you can see their redeemable value.
Yes.
And that's actually a good thing, a good personality thing to have. I need to fix my camera because
it's
I look like shit.
It's a great personality to have if you want to, like, take $1,500 from your roommate, kick them out, and lock their stuff away from them because you got in a fight with your husband. I used to pick the wrong people to be around. Let's just put it that way.
I'm going to pick your people for you now because I don't want you around those kind of people.
See, this is why I have friends. They go through the whole interview process.
Yes.
Like, are you a good person? They didn't look me in the eye, no. You know, I
need
that.
Isn't there like that question you can ask people about the scorpion and the tortoise or something?
Scorpion and the tortoise. I usually just go with what kind of animal would you be and then roll with that.
What kind of animal?
That's such a horrible question. It was a joke.
Okay, I was like, what kind of animal would I be if I was?
I always go with a pug.
Okay, I would want to be a domesticated. I was thinking wild animals.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to be a tiger because I would feel bad after like chasing down the Giselle and eating and then I'd probably get mad because, like, lionesses, they're the ones that hunt.
Oh, yeah, they're the badasses.
Yeah, but then, like, the lion comes and eats what you hunted.
Yeah.
I would be like, what did you do?
Yeah, that's
besides sire my cub.
Dads. Yeah.
Well, okay, that's not bad.
I mean, it's good, and they're kind of like that like the head ninja in the battles who just kind of sits back and waits because they'll come in for the big stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But they don't really do shit.
Like if there's some asshole lion like Scar.
Yeah. But see, they're stay-at-home dads, but they're not the good kind because they don't like do the dishes or laundry.
Right.
They don't mow the lawn. They just sleep all day and wait for the food to show up.
But
like,
then they also
the ladies
have to
still
make
have
sure
to cook for them. Like, that's just fucked up, you know.
But they have to chase off the other lions that kill the cubs.
They don't have to.
Well, then maybe
you've got like one lazy lion who's just sitting
you know
around,
what? Actually, I think if they
living
don't,
off the state.
Yeah.
If they don't?
If they don't protect, like if the new lion that's invading the territory, if they kill off all the cubs and the lion does nothing, then the lionesses like get mad and go with the new lion.
Right? They should have like an impeachment process at that point. Just
I think they just don't. When they hunt, they're like, none for you, bud. You let my baby die and fuck off.
That's what I would do. That's
yeah.
Or just bite until they apologize. I don't know. What do they do? Scratch? How do they?
Yeah, I think they scratch,
bite. I guess they do all three. I was thinking hind limbs, but that's still a scratch, isn't it? That's a
just
kick.
all four of them.
Is that little cat thing that cats do when they, what do you think they want you to pet their belly?
Use their
and
big
they really
claws and. But I did see this really cool, because I do watch Animal Planet. Mm. I did see this one where there was, I guess the lion was older, but the lionesses loved him.
Aww. And
there was a younger lion that was trying to take over, and the lionesses beat him up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to be, okay, if I
You're
remember
like, I want to be in that pride.
If I come back, if I have some weird karma that sends me back as a lion, I want that pride.
You want that pride? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like the pride had been together for a long time because the lion, he was older, but I guess the lionesses just like adored him.
See, that's basically what I want my life to be. We were talking about this earlier. I don't, for like, 10, 15 years, it's always been like my friends are always women.
Yeah.
And now I'm in comedy and there aren't any. So now all of my friends are dudes and now I have to be a man's man. So, yeah, I mean, just to be clear how I identify.
In your tiara, you're like, I'm a man.
Yes, man. I am 70% man. I do happen to be a straight person. I don't have any illusions to not being attracted to men at all. I just couldn't do that.
Well, but who is Thomas Jane? We were talking about that earlier today.
I don't know if this is a term yet. I call it straight bait. They're the guys who I would very gladly. Michael B. Jordan. Oh my God, I just watched Black Panther again.
Right?
He's a gorgeous man. I can't.
Why does his eyes sparkle?
Jesus Christ, I know. Why is he always interesting? And I mean, why do I have a boner? I mean, it's just those sorts of things.
Because his eyes sparkle. I mean, it's not like, you see like the camera lighting and the panels and stuff. No, you just see sparkles.
He's just amazing. He's good at everything.
I don't think I would keep it together if I ever met him. I would have like another Tom Hiddleston meltdown.
Yeah. Oh, Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would Hiddleston that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I just did that to you. Thor. I mean, all of the Chris's.
Chris Pratt,
all
Evans,
of the bankable Chris's.
And
Pratt, Hemsworth. Hemsworth is number one. If I could be that funny, I would have a job and money.
He's also super beefy.
Oh, I know, right? I've lost some weight and I've gained some muscle, not on purpose at all, because why would I work at that? But yeah, like
love me because I'm funny, not because I'm beautiful or
I'm
beefy.
all personality. That's all I have.
That's all I have. Like, well, he's got a really good personality.
Exactly. I'm one of those.
Same.
And I used to be 265, so I mean, it fit all the way around in terms of that stereotype. Yeah, dude, Chris Evans. I have been impressed and in love with those shoulders that man has since Fantastic Four. And he had his shirt off and pointed, and his shoulder came above his head. Like it's giant. It's amazing.
What was that movie? The Losers? Was it The Losers or something?
I haven't seen The Losers yet. I want to so bad.
Yeah, he got like naked in the elevators. Like, you like the angle of my dangle? I'd be like, you better show me the angle of your dangle. I want to see it! Stop teasing!
The reason I haven't watched that movie is because they pretty person uglied him. That's a hard way to say it. Well, they tried to make him look nerdy and awkward and unattractive. Yeah. And that worked with Ryan Gosling. But it's like Rachel Lee Cook. She's all that. I'm sorry, she was never unattractive at any of the beginning of that stuff. They just put glasses and overalls on her, which just reminded me of like every crush I had until then, because it was the 90s.
Well, it was like, that scene in Wonder Woman where like they put a hat and glasses on her and what's her name? Candy Mom something Candy.
Yeah, I can't remember the names.
The secretary.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, like they're not going to be able to tell that she's still not the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah,
you
now,
know,
now
like,
it just looks like she has a
on.
doctorate, which makes her like 12 times hotter because she can kick my ass. That's already 3 times hotter than a normal person.
Right.
And then add to that a PhD. I mean,
she's a lawyer in real life.
Professional.
Gal
Jesus Christ,
Gadot.
she's amazing.
Yeah,
The
and she
doc-
was
I
in,
don't know how to say that.
yeah, I had to really research
I just
it.
know it's not French, so I
No,
didn't
it's
see it.
Israeli, and she was in the Israeli army. I think.
Yeah.
Infantry, was she? Because I know women are in infantry.
Yeah,
in
I
Israeli army.
I read up on it once because I was very impressed by her. Like sudden no name, and I just had to know. And I'm sorry, but right in my wheelhouse.
I look like her on a good day. If you drink a lot and really squint your eyes, I look like her.
And if you tanned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I was beautiful.
You look great, and
It's amazing what 12 pounds of makeup can do for a girl. Woo! And Spanx.
That's okay. The camera. Oh wait, no, that adds 10 pounds of makeup. Sorry.
Well, maybe it plumps out my wrinkles if it adds 10 pounds.
See, that's what
10 pounds to my
that's
face
what
so
the
you
Sour
can't see.
Patch Kids does for me. Is it
it brings all the
rounds out my
blood
face,
to
brings
the
out my
surface.
cheekbones. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much more attractive because when
And
I
it's
get too
like-
gaunt and skinny, it's I'm like Joshator. Just He-Man. I don't know how he sounds anymore. I love that when I was this many.
Power.
Yeah.
I loved me some He-Man.
Oh, hell yeah.
And She-Ra?
Oh, I wasn't allowed to watch She-Ra though.
Because she's, what, horror?
Because She-Ra was satanic. There's magic in it, Josh. But they have all the same characters, just
magic.
basically gender-swapped characters of He-Man.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing and the same magic and the same world and story.
Yeah.
And they bought me all the toys, and I watched everything He-Man, including the movie, which I should not have been allowed to watch at the time.
So they use the power of the universe.
Yeah.
I mean...
It was all very sexist. Ra's the name of a god. Well,
But
okay.
He-Man, if you looked at it, then He-Man is like thou shalt not worship false idols. Isn't he like basically being God or
that.
Jesus?
There's definitely that. There's also, he says a magic incantation to magically turn him and his fine talking beast, another magical thing, into fighter dude and fighter beast.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is all magic, Mom. And I was raised on Disney. Like, they let me watch. You remember back in the day, the Disney Channel on Sundays actually played the full Song of the South? My parents were okay with me watching that, but not She-Ra. Yeah, right? This is how I was raised.
Do you have
horrible.
sisters?
One. Poor lady. I don't talk to her much because my family is horrible. I still
Mom.
Hi, Mom. I still love my sister, but she's the only person who we haven't had some disagreements, headbutting thing with.
Right.
And I don't want that to happen. So, Sheila, I love you, but it's going to be
Just
another 5 or 10
accept
years
us.
of therapy. We just haven't talked in like a little while.
As much as you were in a super religious family.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Super
came out
conservative religious.
Yeah. You were unscathed. I mean,
Well, I'm scathed.
grass is always greener. I remember
just
my parents
covered it
used to
up.
hotbox with me in the car when I was 5.
God, I wish. You know how much better that would have. Had my parents had any sort of help with their emotions, had they just been alcoholics, it would have been better. I don't know,
Love
some
you,
mushrooms in there, get some empathy going for them, break down some inhibitions and communicate for a chance. It's very passive aggressive.
Communication is hard.
Yeah.
Because, my mom can attest to this too. I'm just not very big on like talking about my feelings and emotions and stuff like that. And I know that's weird because I'm a chick. I'm supposed to be like, I'm feeling like this. Tell me how you're feeling.
Right?
This is what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? You're thinking the wrong thing, Josh.
That's how I was raised to be. I'm still a little bit that way about like the emotions. I do. There's some emotions where I don't I don't venture into that territory very well. But for the most part, like, I really am one of the girls. I'm like, so tell me how your day was. You know, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear because it's gotta
like
come
when I
out in
first
fun
met you,
stories.
I was just like, I'm in love with Josh. He's my BFF. Bosom buddies.
See, I need you to write like a testimonial on my OkCupid. That's.
Ew! Don't use OkCupid.
Everybody's
got HPV.
No. The only reason I use it is because it's the only one I ever did use. So my best friend and his husband, they met on there.
Really?
And, yeah. So Derek, Michael.
They were paid by OkCupid. I mean, there's just
Right.
it's just straight up. It's as bad as Plenty of Fish.
I did that for a little while, and that's just a hookup site. And,
Yeah.
At the time, I was fine with it, but now.
That's guaranteed HPV also. Yeah.
That's kids. That's child support. That's something waiting to happen. That's just. I mean, I'm okay with future alimony, but like. At least there was a relationship involved with that. You know, I got to meet a real family, you know.
Yeah.
Like someone else's.
Right.
So, yeah, no, I'm like, you know, I can do that. But like when it comes to, we just hung out for 3 months and then got pregnant. Like that's a little more dangerous. I don't
understand. We all understand. We've all taken sex ed.
Some.
We all know where to get birth control. I mean, condoms at the very least.
I still can't do that.
You can't go buy condoms.
I'm embarrassed.
What?
I'm horribly embarrassed.
To buy condoms.
Because people know what I'm going to be doing. I also have a real hard time doing like holding hands in public for the same reason. Because my parents used to, that was one of the ways they, made fun of me too much. Yeah. I know. Weird.
Buy condom. You know
things.
what? That's going to be our next
it's
video.
Not that I don't have
I'm
them.
taking Josh, and we're going to go buy condoms, and I'm going to tape it. Where I'm going to put it on Sassy Broad Squad.
You're going to watch this face go very red. And I'll be making a lot of jokes.
I'll help you though, because I don't like buying tampons.
Okay, I can do that. I've never done it, but I can tell.
tampons?
That's not a problem. That's not my problem. What am I going to be embarrassed about? Yeah, someone has a physical body that's human.
You have a physical body that's human that jizzes at, every once in a while.
But that's also,
You're like, that's private.
Josh and whoever sitting in a tree,
KISS.
Oh, there was an FU in there for my brother. That's how I learned the word.
FUCKING.
Yeah, he changed it from kissing.
Well, that's just
he was
men.
like
They're
that.
like, oh, it just sounds like foreplay. Foreplay's for women. Just get straight to the fucking.
That's right. I like to truncate my foreplay and turn it into two play. And that's again. I'm so sorry for the puns. I'm getting old, and yeah.
You're very punny.
I'm very punny. It's the first thing I go to.
I like puns.
I like puns too, but
I don't. Does that mean we're old if we like puns?
Old fashioned? I'll go with that. I'll go with old fashioned. We're not.
Have you had an old fashioned?
I have.
I have
bartended for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And I keep hitting these people. I'm used to earbuds. I haven't.
Oh yeah.
No, people who order old fashions
and Manhattans and gimlets.
Yeah, they're the type of people who like drink their coffee black, enjoy the taste of it. They're the people who need to be shot. Like they ruin the flavor of everything. There's no sugar in it.
Yeah.
Why would you eat that?
Yeah.
Or drink it?
Yeah. It's like that episode of Family Guy. Somebody was dating that really old lady, and she was like, "I'll take a fish sandwich and a Sanka." I'm like, my grandpa used to order that.
I've not seen that one. That's awesome. Yes.
A Sanka.
How about some lutefisk up in here? Yeah. We're learning that bland is better.
Sardines and crackers. Gross.
Oh, I learned to actually enjoy sardines. I hate myself for saying that.
Really?
Yeah. If you treat it like canned salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Enough Miracle Whip. I just had to throw that out because of the Family Guy.
Right.
Screw Miracle Whip. That's my grandma's stuff. It's all about
Miracle Whip's kind of gross. Yeah.
Go
I don't like the tangy zip.
Yeah. No, I like a little tangy, but that's what mustard is for.
I forgot we were having so much fun. Nope.
I know.
No calls.
Right. And did you forget an announcement? Because I'm just
No,
distracting
we
the
did
hell out of you now.
We did our Harvey's menu items.
Yes.
And we said where we are, and
The
we talked about...
No, it's yakisoba.
Yakisoba.
There we go.
Yakisoba.
I took Japanese. I can't even... Well, I took one.
And they also have salmon because it's fucking the Pacific Northwest. Everything's got to have salmon in it.
But salmon is wonderful shit.
That's because you're from Washington State.
I know. I love me some salmon. I love salmon. It's wonderful.
That's okay. I mean, it's like going to Texas. Everything's got brisket in it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And you're like,
Texas for
we live in Texas. Everything's got to have brisket in it. And they're like, God damn it. God bless Texas. I'll kill you.
I helped a friend move from Salt Lake City to College Station. Not going to college. He was going there to harass kids about Christianity.
They're into it. They're okay with that.
They're really into it there. I'm sorry.
I mean,
we don't need missionaries in Texas.
College.
Christians, I love y'all.
I haven't been to College Station. I don't know about Austin though. I don't know if they would be like.
Austin's kind of a mission territory. That's the blue.
The
blue section. You need to get them into the red side because that is very much a part of the Fundy religion.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't. But I haven't been to College Station ever.
College Station was great fun for me.
Yeah.
There's a wonderful thing about Texas women that they don't tend to go with a lot of the same gender stereotypes that they do in Utah. So it was nice to see women actually like not acting like they were in, what's that movie?
Handmaid's Tale?
Oh, that's a better one. Way more contemporary. I was going back to like the old, the Stepford Wives.
Oh.
It's very Stepford Wives up there.
Yeah, it is.
Don't like it.
In Texas?
No, Salt Lake. Because
they got good old Southern girls there.
Yeah.
And see, like, I like the South because my grandma is from Little Rock, Arkansas, so I've got some, like, Southern sass in me. She'd be like, y'all just better behave. Y'all gonna make me crazy. I'll whoop you.
See, I almost feel Southern at heart.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Careful there, bud.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Podcasting is hard work. It's a hard work to podcast. Very physically intensive.
I know. I get cottonmouth.
Never get paid enough.
It's all the rage. No, my family's from the Northwest, Seattle, Tacoma area, mostly for most of them. But they are all trailer folk. So I have like a strong affinity to a lot of people I've met from the South. We understand each other. Just
double wide.
Yeah, exactly. Both.
That means you're rich if you got a double wide. He's like, somebody's living like a king up in here.
Right. That both. My mom's dad lived in a single wide.
Okay.
Same one my entire life. My dad's parents lived in a double wide. My mom's biological mother lived in a house. She was the crazy one. So yeah, that's also.
That sounds like a story.
She was fun. I'm the only person in like my immediate family who would like really talk to her.
Yeah.
She had some form of schizoid. She was never diagnosed, never took meds.
Okay.
But like the same
because they're super Christian, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There was definitely like, well, it might be demons.
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of the social stigma comes from. With mental health, and because I take Effexor for depression.
Yes.
And because I have major depressive disorder, which basically means my brain does not produce enough beta endorphins. That's it.
Yeah.
But everybody's like, oh my God, you're crazy.
And I have bipolar, so I don't have major depressive. It's more like lieutenant depressive disorder.
Right.
It only takes over some of the time.
Right. Because your brain, because you got over 200.
Do you want me to get nerdy? I can get nerdy on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's actually a little different.
Sassy Broad Squad, we just let it rip.
Oh God, I'm a science nerd. This is where I lose friends guy. Because I talk about things.
And he wears a tiara.
Yeah, right. And I wear a tiara. I look good. And
such a man.
Like I really need to just wear this more often because this fills.
Yeah, it does.
It really squares my face.
I think if I put mine like right over my frown line, then I don't need Botox.
See, and it makes me look like 10 years younger because this whole widow's peak that I inherited from my grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa Enut. Grandpa Paul.
I'm so old. How did I get these potholes? Like somebody's been driving cars on my forehead.
See, I'm just glad that I don't drink as much alcohol as apparently the rest of my family did because my dad has like those black pockmark holes in his nose.
He just needs to exfoliate.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what I'm doing? I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm barely doing it.
Yeah, you just get a buff puff. Like you wash Buff Puff.
I need to know.
And then a Clarisonic. Be gone.
See, I learned this
I'll
amazing
help you.
thing
We'll
from
go
Bed
to
Bath
Sephora.
and Beyond.
It'll be fine.
I learned this amazing thing from Bed Bath and Beyond, and I make my own. It's amazing. You know that sugar scrub? It's just like olive oil and sugar.
Yeah. That's
and then
all you
scents. Dude, coconut oil and kosher salt.
Yeah.
Go in the shower, full body shower, no water, full body shower, and then wash it off with water. It's like
Kosher
you
salt.
are covered in lotion afterwards.
Yeah.
And you watch this like trail of mud flow down the drain. It's amazing how clean you are.
But you use kosher salt.
Oh yeah.
The scratchy
yeah.
shard.
I gotta support the Jewish side. Well,
Don't-
Hebrew side. I keep messing at the table. I know.
It's okay. Linda does too. And comics
very
are
bouncy.
very physical.
Especially this one. I have to hold back the energy. I'm a lot too much
No.
for most people.
I should be more energetic and be like, hey.
There is a lot to the I have too much personality sometimes though. Yeah.
No, it's good.
Well, I mean, I get
I
so
think we're
I get
just
socially triggered. It's
extroverts.
fun.
We're just
Yes, that too.
extroverts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of the PTSD fears, and I'm like, hey, everybody, I love you. And then
Yeah.
there's just that little bit of you're gonna kill me first,
I never
that gets
felt
in my head.
that.
I don't necessarily get that. I just think they're gonna mock me mercilessly, and it'll hurt.
Oh,
I know,
people
how
mock
stupid
me
is that?
mercilessly
I don't even care what
either.
people
I'm just like, pfft, whatever. Tell me something I don't know, chump.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like.
I'm very, very easily judgeable. I'm very mockable. I do a lot of stupid things.
Yeah.
Knowingly. I mean, it's not that I know that I'm doing them. It's that I notice that I'm doing them while I'm doing them and just continue to do them anyway. It's funner that way. I'm sorry, it just is. What's life without a few mistakes? You need a little chaos in your order, right?
Right, yeah.
I am that chaos.
Everybody makes mistakes. And my favorite people, well, they're not my favorite. They're just so, transparent. Like, they talk about how perfect they are and, they talk about how awesome they are. Yeah, everything about their life is just, it sucks. And it's like, I don't know, maybe my empathy and compassion kicks in. I almost feel sorry for them.
Right?
And then I'm thankful that I'm not them because I'm like, man, I'd hate to have your brain.
Right? See, I feel sorry for him because my first thought is always, isn't it funny how the people who are least self-aware are the ones who consider themselves the most?
Yeah, right.
They're always thinking about themselves, always talking about themselves, direct every conversation to my thoughts, my wants, and they're the ones who are always not realizing that,
Yeah, it's not the world, sweetheart, it's you.
Yeah.
And they're like, God, you're such an idiot. I can't talk to you, man.
And they
Josh.
complain about other people, but it's always the same faults that they have.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, and see, the things you hate about other people are the things that you hate most about yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Listen,
Yeah.
truth. Preach it.
Well, I hate selfish people.
Yes.
And that's probably because I'm selfish.
Because I love taking things.
Yeah.
I want all the cookies.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Because I want mine. You're taking mine now.
well, I don't know.
I think that's how it is. Because I don't like
I
selfish
try
people,
not
but
to
I
be
am
selfish. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Maybe that's why we get along so well.
right? Because
you're selfish,
we
me
work
too.
on it. Because we work on our shit. That's going on my OkCupid profile. You have to be working on your own shit. You are responsible for your own happiness, people.
Yeah.
Nobody should be making you happy. I'm sorry. They can influence you being happy, but don't let them make you happy.
I don't like judgmental people.
Yes.
But I can't.
Oh, God, I'm the biggest judger.
So,
I judge.
I'll be like, I don't like you.
I had to start making a game of changing the story because my first judgment is always mean. Always.
Yeah.
So I figure if I'm going to go with a false belief, if I'm going to go with a story about this person that I made up 100% knowing nothing about them.
Right.
It's always a story I made up.
If
I'm going to believe my lie about them, it's going to believe a good lie.
I'm always like, God, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Why do you let your kids act like that?
Who died made me God, you know? I'm some sort of fucking Nobel Peace, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even have kids. I'm judging other people's kids. I'm like,
I think that's easy to do.
It's so easy.
Because I used to Like if kids have meltdowns. My sister, I have a niece and a nephew, 6 and 3, and I didn't know shit about kids.
Right.
You know, I didn't know that they had meltdowns.
Because why would you?
Yeah, I mean, she's the only person in the family that has kids.
Yeah.
Nobody else has kids, and we were like, oh my God, you're having a baby? Brother. How? You know? But anyway.
Well, we knew how. But
yeah. But I remember like going to the grocery store, somebody's kid would like have a meltdown. I'd be like, ugh, control your humans, you know? Now I get it. And like I was at Sizzle Pie, I don't know, like maybe last year a friend of mine came up to Portland and we looked at all the whatevers in town. And there was this kid, you know, she was kind of climbing on me, and they had another kid, and he was just kind of like, sticking his head up my butt. And the mom just like...
So curious, very curious.
Freaked out. And I was like, it's okay. I've got a niece and a nephew, and that's how they roll. You know, they're just like, they boundaries. And I get it. They're kids. They don't know how to use their words. They don't understand boundaries. So I'm like, why was I so mean and judgmental? But now with being around kids, I'm more judgmental. Oh no, they're terrifying.
Because
and they will try to.
If I go into a PTSD rage, I can apologize while I'm raging and ask for 5 minutes to calm down so I can apologize appropriately.
Right.
Kids don't understand that.
Right.
And if I hurt a person emotionally or otherwise, that's like a month of me beating myself up. Like I won't be able to leave the house.
Well, I don't know about you, but I put money on my niece and nephew that they'll hurt your feelings.
They will.
Yeah.
They will.
One time
kids are mean. Oh, Jesus.
It's amazing that people haven't, that our species is perpetuated this far because kids are assholes.
Right? Seriously. Narcissistic little shits is what they are. Just me. I mean,
hell, we have overpopulation problem.
Right? It's like
I love my child.
It's like we teach our kids to talk, and the first thing they do is talk about them. You can't ask me how my day went.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and now you want money? Oh, I guess you want dinner, too.
Right.
Jeez, guess I better do your laundry.
Read you a book. I don't get to read me a book.
I don't get to read books.
Yeah. But their books are more fun anyway.
Yeah, they're easier to read too.
And rhymes.
I'm like, do I really want to learn about the stock market? No.
Yeah, I have a very short attention span. I can't make it through a novel. Like I'm working with my doctor on the ADHD thing, and I told her the true test to whether or not this shit is working is if I can make it through the first 20 pages of Lord of the Rings. If I can make it through the description of the Hobbits, I'm good.
Maybe try Game of Thrones. I heard that's an easier read.
Well, I like Game of Thrones enough that I do actually hyper-focus on it, and then I wake up. That's how I term it. I wake up 5 days later having read the book 3 times, and I didn't sleep, eat, or go to the bathroom. Now I have an impacted colon, and I have to go to the doctor. Not that ever happened, but...
I bet it didn't.
Not officially. There we go. It's not on paper. There's no I did not go to the doctor.
Oh, that's good. That's good. No, Verbal don't mean shit.
No, that's the...
if it's not on paper, didn't really happen. Where's your physical evidence? Where? No impacted colon, then fuck you.
There's probably a scar or two. There's no...
a scar?
Yeah, no, we're not going
to... You wouldn't get a scar.
Well,
I think they just jam a thing up your butt and then there you go.
Yeah,
Bob's your uncle.
That's true. I mean, I've never had that scoped. I've had pee-hole scope, and that's a horrifying experience. Don't believe them when they say it won't hurt. It's not that it hurts. It's like how pinching your nipples hurts, but it really feels good. It wasn't a feel good kind of hurt, but it wasn't also like a hurt. Yeah. I could see how someone might enjoy it because I'm sure someone does.
Oh, there's
any weird story. There's someone who's gonna
like pleasure and pain kind of people. Yeah.
Are
you a pleasure and pain person?
Well, no, not generally. No, pain. So yeah, no, pain causes flashbacks for me sometimes. But when it's nipular, I'm making that a word. Everyone,
pain?
Yeah, I do. It's fun. It just is. Occasionally, you just need to go bah.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And
I wonder what kind of
at
pain
3
I
o'clock
like.
in the morning, waking up the neighbors, that's one good way to do it.
I don't know what kind of pain I like.
Emotional, I'm guessing. You're divorced, so you've been with a guy, and that's a lot of emotional pain, right?
Actually,
being
that's
with a guy
another
is
reason
emotional
why.
pain. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I have to hang around guys right now, like the last year and a half, It's a lot of
I
emotional
could probably
pain.
be married to you. I don't like if
If
Gilead. Well, if Gilead was taken over, and like I couldn't,
Gilead?
Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like, well,
I haven't gotten into it yet. Because it's scary. That's almost like what
It
my
is
parents
fucking
want the world to
scary.
be. It is
Yeah.
exactly what my parents want the world to be, by the way.
well, then I would have to marry you, and all my money gets transferred to you.
And then you would become like what? For Josh or something like that?
Yeah, I would be for or a Martha or something like that.
Oh, sorry, for Joshua.
But see,
I'm the only one
what
who
if I
prefers the
can't?
at the end.
What if I'm too old? Like I'm not deemed. I'm an unwoman now. So what if I have to go work at the colonies or
Like
become
if you're barren and can't breed?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Do they still use that term? Because that's a wonderful way to term a person.
Well,
You can't bear me children, therefore you're barren.
yeah. I think there's a lot of people that think like that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, kids, cool, but why did you get married? Is that why? Do people get married for the kids? I mean, for kids, yes, but to have kids.
And there are some crazy bitches out there because for the world that doesn't know, I don't have children, and I
mean, not because you're a bad person, but because we need fewer of them. I mean, just.
Well, I did want them, but
Yeah. Of course.
There was issues, and then I got divorced, and then I was like, I'm still kind of young enough.
And then it was awkward.
I tried dating, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, I just won't have kids.
See,
and
yeah.
yeah, but there are some women out there, and you know who your bitches are, will say stuff like, oh, you don't have children? How will you ever know true love?
I hate that. You don't know love until you know the love of a child. Well, I had a dog.
Yeah, well, here's my thing. So you never really loved your husband?
Right.
You never really loved your family?
Did you not love your parents when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Your
so
brother,
you
sister,
only
your
just
friends?
learned love until you had a child.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, that strikes me
You
as the type of
narcissistic
person
bitch.
that strikes me as the type of person who learned how to have sex by watching porn. You know, it's that kind of person. Like, oh, women love it when you come in their eye, like that. Like, no, that's not how the world works.
Or they love
Mostly,
anal.
I know, I
They
don't want
love
to yuck
anal.
people's yums out there.
And they love when you grab them by the ears. And
Yeah, and like two hands in the back of the head and make him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm actually okay. So I'm actually working on that bit that I have to mute porn because I don't pay attention to I'm not there for a storyline.
Yeah.
Like I just turn it on, and if I like it, I like it, and I'm not paying. Like as soon as they start doing weird shit, like all of a sudden, like you're my daddy, you're my dad. No, oh God, mute.
Has that happened to you?
Well, yeah, because I'm not paying. Apparently, I'm turning on like faux sex.
Oh, I thought you meant like in real life.
Weird. Like
Well,
they have weird porn now.
the European stuff is good.
I don't venture outside of American.
No, you need to
because
check out
I've heard
the
tell of like
softcore.
sex slave and that just
No,
is
the
so gross.
softcore European stuff. Like they
Okay,
used to
like
show.
Germans.
Yeah, like what
They're
they
not
show
soft.
on BBC like after midnight.
Oh, like Skinamax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some
used
of
to
it's
watch
like
that.
super romantic, and I'm like, why don't they show this in the fucking States, man?
That's the kind of story I'll get into. I am one of the ladies, usually. I totally do get into that kind of story. Like,
Yeah.
I've had a crush on you since we were like 13, and now we're 34, and we're both divorced. Let's see about.
Aw, that's
it's
cute.
romantic. I also cry at like dad moments in movies, and like when friends stop fighting.
Yeah.
Boy Meets World. I used to watch that just to cry.
Really?
Hell yeah. Like at the end of the every show is always like, oh, they're mad at each other. What's going to happen? Then at the end, you're like, they're friends.
I saw something recently that made me cry. Fuck, what was it? And like
The news.
That's
so real. Sorry,
yeah, that makes
wasn't
me.
even funny.
It makes me angry.
Yeah,
but
I don't watch the news on purpose.
Fuck, what did I see? And I was really surprised because I don't
Was
usually
it a
cry.
newer one or? If you're gonna say, Miss Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain
I haven't
Marvel,
seen.
thank
I
you.
haven't seen him
Why
yet.
did I go
Don't
with
tell me about it. Spoiler alerts, because I do want to see it. but there was something I was like, oh man, yeah, it's such a good movie, and it actually made me cry. Fuck it.
Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah,
I cry every time he talks to
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah, the girlfriend.
Rebecca Mockerin?
Is that her?
I love her
name?
from Stargate, and I can't remember her name. Stargate? She was on Stargate at the latter part. What
I thought she was on B.
V as well, absolutely. I'm trying to remember where I first knew her from, and it's bothering me.
I mean, V.
Firefly, duh.
Oh yeah.
I just haven't watched Firefly in years, and I can't anymore. I made friends with a person named Odette, Chinese, and we were talking about Firefly. She's like, I don't watch Firefly. Just almost offended. I'm like, oh, you should. It's such a great show. I love it.
Yeah.
And she goes, no. The problem is, the world is set up around two countries took over this system of planets, right? You have America and China, and they came together to form the inner blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So they're basically one. Everyone speaks American English and Chinese, and half of them are Chinese, and everyone on the show is white. Like, oh, that's a really good. I see why. Okay, I see how that could offend someone.
Right.
I've never, but I mean, look at me. I don't get that sort of perspective from my, like,
from your white privilege bubble.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what privilege is. I grew up a poor white person, so it was like it didn't feel like privilege, and then suddenly I'm not getting pulled over for driving.
Yeah.
Like, I don't notice that. So I have to have people point this kind of shit out to me, but I haven't been able to look at it the same way since.
I like it when it's being pointed out, because I don't want to be that
girl
or that guy, know? If I'm being stupid, please tell me.
Please.
And I'll be like,
please.
oh.
Yeah, if I use a wrong pronoun, if I say a wrong word, just tell me.
Right.
I'm good at being I'm good at recovering from being an asshole. I don't want to continue being that asshole, So yeah, I'm with you.
Yes,
yeah, that was a very, thank you, Odette, if you are watching.
Thank
when
you,
watch, because I'm sending this to you. Thank you for educating me and opening my eyes.
Yeah, I know.
I just have to throw that out because I haven't talked to her in like 2 years. It's horrible.
Well, you better fucking get on that phone, buddy.
I even volunteer like a 5-minute walk from her house. I go over to my friend Chris Cox. I go over to his house all the time. He lives literally a half block away. I walk through a parking lot and I'm at her house. I could just go say hi.
If I was Odette, I'd whoop your ass. I'd be like, what the fuck, man? You're right there. And you can't just walk your happy little ass up to my door and be like, hi.
It's the whole isolation thing, and I've lived with the stigma of being me for my entire life. So like,
I think Odette would be okay with that.
I just have this thing, like, when I start to isolate, it's not a choice, by the way. When people are isolating, if you know someone with mental illness, fucking talk to them, because they want to and they can't get out of it. That's really how it is for a lot of us.
Because you're like in that negative
You're like
thought
catatonic,
cycle.
yeah. Like they don't want me talking to them, and then after like 6 months, it's so awkward when you realize that they do and you just haven't.
Yeah.
To go back and be like, hey, let's start off where we were. A lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
They feel like that you shun them. And it's difficult.
I have problems with that too, and like I'm not good at keeping up with Facebook.
Yes.
And I'm sure because you message me on Facebook all the time, and I'm sure it drives you insane because you're like, I haven't heard from that bitch Megan in
not at all.
A week.
Here's why, because I'm also really bad at Facebook.
Yeah.
My parents had such a strict, rigid set of rules.
Yeah.
Like, you know how when someone comes over to your house, you're like, oh, go get a glass of water, and they just go get it?
Yeah.
I still have to ask permission to like open your cupboard, get the glass, dirty it with my mouth, put your water in it. I have to ask every time. George gives me rides home all the time. I know I'm allowed to smoke in there. I still have to ask. And so I'm the same way with conversations.
I'm glad you didn't smoke in my car, though. I mean, I know, even though I smoke, I'm like... You left.
I try to be mindful about how other people behave around their stuff, too.
Thank you.
But,
no, I mean, I know it's strange because I am a smoker, but I don't smoke in my house or in my car.
Yeah, I do. I'm so lazy. I just don't care about smell anymore.
I don't like smelling like it, though. I mean, I'm a strange smoker. I don't want to smell like it. I don't want people to know. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can see that. But for me, the one place where my dad's side of the family would stop like bullshitting behind each other's backs and starting drama was at the house of a man who smoked a carton a day and was drinking everything. Like the man was so drunk his nose was out to here.
Wow.
Like, it was amazing. And so I just learned to love the smell of, I won't lie, I like dating smokers because I love the smell in their hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? That's like the olfactory part of your brain and how it like triggers like
Yeah.
jasmine.
Yes.
I love
my
jasmine
God.
because there is this jasmine bush next to our front door, like the night blooming one.
Yes.
And we would open up because we lived in Riverside when I was little, and that was before Riverside turned like really, scary. And it used to be cow country back when I was a little girl.
Well, obviously, it's
yeah,
Texas.
yeah, no, Riverside, California.
Oh,
Now it's mini malls and
they have cows in Texas? Wow. Or California? Wow.
they used to. Now they sold off all the properties and now it's condos.
Yeah, now it's just
And
white women.
yeah, but we would open up the doors and the windows, and that was before you had to really worry about people murdering you after dark.
Yeah,
and,
right? Or in the day.
Yeah,
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 now you have to worry about that, too.
yeah, exactly.
America.
And fuck you,
Progress.
America.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so every time I smell that, it just reminds me of like having quiet nights, with the fam and dad watching basketball and
Right?
Yeah.
I went to church with someone who grew up on a farm. He was like, I drive purposefully to Carnation, which is Washington. I
Yeah.
drive out to Carnation
to smell the cow shit.
just to open the windows and smell the cow shit.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I mean, it's nice.
I think it reminds you of your childhood.
It tells me that if indeed we ever do get married, I don't have to worry about my farts.
Oh,
Like-
fuck you. Yes, you do.
Just not the
You-
same? They're not the same? Is that?
I know. What is
I should
it?
eat
What
more
is
grass,
it with men?
is
And
that-
they always want to like work their farts in. I think that.
It's only because it was something I noticed today. I just noticed that I'm getting old. Because
And you
now
farted,
when I get
and
into
you're
a
worried
coughing
that I'd
fit,
smell it, and I'd be like,
no,
God damn
well,
it, Joshua.
I mean, I would be nervous if there was a smell. I get into coughing fits because I smoke. Horrible habit. Don't do it. Kids, why are kids watching this? I mean, they should. You should watch this
it's
too. You'll learn
fucking
things.
YouTube.
But
And
yeah.
parents don't. Well, we're not supposed to be cussing on YouTube.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
A
it's
thing?
like.
Oh.
Well, I mean, people cuss,
That's
but
fair.
I mean,
I'll stop.
No, this is my pod.
Okay, good.
This is Linda and I's podcast. We're going to do what we want. Your
Yeah.
children, I mean, if you're fine with your kids watching it, that's fine. But I mean,
Yeah. They should be
don't
okay
get
with
mad
words.
at me for your kid
Yeah.
watching this when you're not supervising them. No.
I love one thing, and I think this, as of right now, in this moment, it's the only one thing I can say the word love to about my brother, is that he wasn't worried about words around his kids or ideas. If we were talking about sex and making jokes,
Right.
don't get graphic, but and it was a thing of, this is not for kids,
Yeah.
but you're gonna need to know this shit.
Right.
You need to know what fuck means, when somebody calls you fucking so and so in 6th grade. You need to know those are fighting
my
words.
niece and nephew, I don't
that's
want them
what
to
you
know
do.
about sex.
I don't mind if they know about sex.
I don't want them to. I'm not
Like-
ready for that.
You're not ready for it. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, see, like, I'm a
understand
beautiful
that.
person.
Yeah.
So my children, I know, I claim them as mine. My niece and nephew are beautiful children. I don't want them to have sex with them. I don't want anybody touching them because they're perfect and they're mine. I'm joking.
that. You can only get away with that as a woman, though. If a guy was saying that, it would come off very chimo-y. I mean, to be fair, it really
know.
would.
I know. I'm sorry.
But we're not credited with having emotions either. So, that's how
I
it
don't
works.
like that.
Yeah, me either. Me either. I only speak from emotion.
Yeah.
I have a very hard time with very
I'm
logical
okay
people.
if you're
I'm a
emotional,
nerd.
but don't be starting drama with me and then tell me it was my fault or you're not emotional because of the whole gender stereotype bias. I get it, but I mean, let's be a little more self-aware.
Yeah, I'm okay with okay, you did say a thing that triggered me, but it's really my fault. So I need to watch this.
Yeah.
But also those words are gonna hurt. I'm
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But don't be like, but you.
Yeah.
Every fight turns into it. That's why I hate
Yeah,
the term
yeah.
righteous anger. All anger is righteous.
Righteous.
It's not anger unless you feel righteous, because in that moment, anger is. Here's my theory on it. Anger is like what makes you be a dick to
Yeah, yeah.
protect yourself, right? You're
Yeah.
just going to be an asshole. If you're angry, you're going to be an asshole.
Yeah.
If you're going to be an asshole and feel good about yourself afterwards, you have to feel justified.
Yeah.
So your brain, in order to get angry, makes it righteous anger every time.
Right.
Even if it's your fault and you're angry, you're still mad because it's the other person's fault. That's what anger is. there's righteous anger is just, it's like saying, well, military intelligence is an oxymoron, but not a repetitive statement.
It is not.
Yeah, that's the old joke. But it's like, you know.
What about rageaholics though? Because it gives them that sense of power. Because some people feed off of like.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Because
there is, in my mind, there is righteous anger, but there's a delicate dance with anger.
Yes. Yeah. Anger is. I had this explained to me by a therapist. Thank God.
Yeah.
Anger is an emotion that is supposed to be about someone did something wrong to you.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to make you go fix it.
Yeah.
Not to go fight.
Yeah. Because you're bored.
If you're fighting a bear and you're angry that it's taking your sandwich, you're going to have to fight. You're not talking your way out. But
right.
You know, we have that whole frontal lobe thing. We get to be better than the animal that's in the back controlling us.
Right.
You know?
The brainstem, feeding, the 4 Fs, feeding, fleeing, fighting, and fucking.
Yeah, fawning, freezing, fight and flight, isn't it? Is that what it is now?
I don't know.
I try to keep up on my psychology, but I'm really a biology/physics nerd.
I haven't been in psychology in a hot minute, so I just remember
I've been in it for like 5 years.
Fighting, was it feeding, fleeing, fighting, and fucking? So like eating, running away from danger, fighting danger.
Going different Fs. I'm going the panic response.
Oh,
Fight,
no.
Flight, freeze, and fawn. And fawn is a new one to me. I just read about this the other day. That's people pleasers. You know, like suddenly, like say I'm all like blue liberal and you're like red conservative.
Rawr.
I start hanging around you, and suddenly I'm pissing people off about like fiscal responsibility and you know that bullshit that they never do.
Yeah.
You know, or believe in.
Yeah.
Right. Political. They're getting political.
Oh, politics.
I don't get to in Oregon, which is so weird.
What's that?
I don't get to talk politics in Portland very often. Which is weird because when I was in Salt Lake City, this was like Boston on the West Coast.
I can't get political, but she didn't say you can't get political.
Well, I'm being the guest Linda, so I should stop with the political thing.
You can do what you want. I dropped my wand.
Also, since I am the guest Linda, I should do way more puns and a lot better than I've been doing with them. Yeah. Because my puns are just painful. Hers are funny.
Yeah.
She's so cheerful about it.
Your puns are good too.
They're yeah.
That's, I mean, come on.
I can't say they're horrible. It's just I have 2 favorite reactions from the crowd. One is the groan, because that's your fault. If you let me do that to you and the whole crowd groans, you let me do that to you and it's your fault and I will chastise you for it. I also love getting mood. Where you're just on the line of getting a boo. But you just weren't, you didn't actually say something offensive, or it wasn't actually that bad of a pun.
Yeah.
That they go, ooh, that's the best noise ever.
Wow.
When your joke is just that bad that they still have to react. You still kind of get that laugh.
Yeah, actually, I think I prefer like a moo or a boo than just crickets.
Yeah, well, I mean, It's one of those rare things. It's like how candy should be for everyone who's not me. You know, a rare treat, not an everyday thing. You know, like that's how a moo should be.
Yeah,
It's like the icing on the cake. You know, take the icing off the cake.
It's like anal on your birthday.
I don't know.
Anal on your birthday, like a special treat.
I'm still a prude. I'll roll with that. I'll re-SN that.
Oh, I'm because you're not that guy.
No,
see, that's why I like Josh so much.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't like anal. I'm like, oh my god.
No, thank you.
You're my favorite.
I'm all about the vanilla and whatever you enjoy. Down with. Try it twice, but
try it twice. Do it once.
I just know from my level of thinking about it.
Yeah.
That there will be a mental, emotional block from enjoying receiving and or giving.
Thank you, darling.
With that section of the portion of the human thingy-magoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just...
yeah, we could get married. I mean, if you're not going to fucking beg for anal
I'm
every
down
other
because
day.
I really hate dating and I'd like to get this all over with. So, yeah, anyone know any good, like, casinos we can go get eloped at?
Romantic. I feel so special.
Right? We're 50% there. Like, you haven't killed anyone in front of me, so we're good. That's way above, like,
there's no proof.
I kind of hope she's not watching because she isn't a sweet, decent human being, but my last girlfriend.
Oh.
I mean, Okay, I'm just throwing this out there. We met in group therapy in a psychiatric ward. So I needed a week. I needed 8 days for my meds to catch up to my mania.
Yeah.
I get bipolar type 2. I get functional mania, but it's still too much.
Yeah.
I had to be in there for 8 days for my meds to bring me back down to human levels a little bit. And that should have been sign number 1 that we have something in common, but maybe dig deeper.
It was Jeremy Renner and Gabrielle Union. I saw it on Netflix.
Interested already.
Yeah, they met in a mental institution. Like, he got in trouble. Like, he had to go to mental institution. It was like a state-run one because he was a Nazi and he got in trouble for beating somebody up.
Jeremy Renner?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. No,
Hawkeye?
It's a movie. It's a movie called Neo
God,
Ned.
I talking real life. I'm like, this is amazing.
No.
Jeremy, call in. I want to talk to you about this. I was never a Nazi. We loved the Jews, but we were close.
Yeah. And Gabrielle Union wanted to go into the mental institution, and Gabrielle Union is black, but she would pretend to be a Nazi. And
oh wow,
yeah, and they just it's a really cute movie, and they totally fell in love with each other.
I want to go see that.
I saw it on. It was a few years ago, but I saw it on Netflix. It could be on Amazon or something like that. But great movie, you should see it. And because when you said you met your ex-girlfriend in therapy, I was like, there's a movie about it. It's just such a good movie.
See, I need to see that movie.
Yeah.
If it has a happy ending. Not accurate to real life. Just saying that.
It's actually got a realistic ending. I'll put it that way. Without spoil. Yeah.
Okay.
Without spoilers.
I can take realistic.
Yeah.
I can take
because I'm kind of cynical. I admit it, and I don't like rom-coms. I did see Crazy Rich Asians. Okay, I thought it was cute.
If you consider Bridesmaids,
I'll
go with that.
But Bridesmaids was awesome.
Fuck calling it a romantic comedy. It's just a goddamn comedy that happens to have a dude in it. I'm sorry, but they make the love interest happen in a lot of movies, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, no, I don't like.
No.
There's plenty of rom-coms I haven't seen because I'm just simply not interested.
Yeah. I despise rom-coms.
But Crazy Rich Asians was cute. Yeah. And of course I'm going to see Bridesmaids because it's raunchy as fuck,
I love Bridesmaids.
Yeah. So if that's considered a rom-com, then I'm down.
Yeah.
But not if it's
10 Things I Hate About You was actually also good. I was about to make fun of that one. 10 Ways to Lose Your Man. That's a rom-com and needed to be burned.
Yeah. Didn't like it?
I saw about 10 minutes of it. My roommates were watching it.
I was okay with it. It's unrealistic.
Very, for one.
I think Fool's Gold bugged me.
Fool's Gold?
With Matthew McConaughey.
Of course it's Matthew McConaughey.
And Kate Hudson. And it was just dumb. It was terrible.
Both of them again.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I want to like Kate Hudson.
I like Kate Hudson.
I love her mom. I adore her mom.
I like her because she's got small boobs. And I got small boobs. And she's proud of it.
I'm down with that. I'm not a fan of big. So
really?
No. You know that whole Oedipus thing?
Yeah.
I'm the opposite, whatever that is termed.
Electra?
No, that's when the daughter wants the dad.
The dad?
Yeah, I know, that's so weird. Like Carmen Electra, like where'd you get that last name? But like, I love you, Daddy. But like, my mom is very short, blue eyes, squarish, generally heavier than I was my entire life, like very large.
Yeah.
Domineering, but not in like a strong, assertive way, but in the shitty, you're doing everything wrong, passive aggressive way.
Yeah.
I like it's really nice because it's taught me to like. I generally go for like Gal Gadot. Is if I had to pick a type, I'm attracted to all types. It doesn't matter. But if I had to pick a type, I most likely am to fall for. It's going to be dark hair, not my mom. Dark eyes, not my mom. Dark skin, not my mom. Tall, not my mom. Thin, not my mom. Kind, not my mom. And assertive and strong, also not my mom.
Yeah.
So, because I don't want somebody relying on me. It's just a thing. You put pressure on me, and so I know. I've known my whole life. I go through cycles, bipolar. Like I didn't know what it was. I just knew that there are times that I'm not going to be able to go into work.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like I don't want anyone having their entire life ride on what I'm able to do.
Right.
I want them to be able to take care of themselves and their own happiness. That's
right. Yeah. I don't want somebody that's just going to be an asshole to me or control me. I don't like being controlled.
I'm very.
If you control me, I'm out.
As soon as
I'm gonna run.
That's my least favorite thing in the world. Is like I've had this happen where you get roped into doing some useless thing just because I wanted to spend time with you. Like, why did we invent brunch to go do this thing together at brunch? Like, we could have gone to a park. We could have. Why manufacture things? Let's. I get date nights and let's go do stuff. But like when it's every night, don't be like, hey, let's do the dishes so I can. Like we already spend literally we were spending all day every day for 5 days straight together, and then I'd take 3 days off because I needed to sleep. I can't sleep with. There are very few people I can sleep with in a bed. Yeah. Chris Cox, for some reason. I've slept in the same bed as him. He's adorable and snuggly. We were on our opposite sides, but I know he's adorable and snuggly, so it was like having a teddy bear sleeping next to me.
Actually, he gives good hugs. I could probably sleep with him too.
He's an amazing hugger.
Yeah,
he makes you feel great.
I do. I feel like a comforted infant when he hugs me.
He's up in Alaska right now.
Meeting Kyle Kinane. Chris. Come on, man.
Hearing Kyle Kinane go Chicago. I really want that, Chris. If you don't get that for me, a joy-filled Chicago from the Kinane. I will be very upset. Nathan, if you're watching this, you as well. I didn't ask you, but maybe I should have. Sorry, my mental to-do notes from Monday are just coming back. Talk to Nathan.
That's right. So I think this is a good segue to bounce off. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I could do this for another 5 hours, but that's what we're going to do outside anyway. So
yeah, it's true.
Right. So yeah, I'm good. Did we have a purpose to get to? Because we rambled all over the place.
I know.
Well, I rambled all over the place. You probably were just dragged.
No,
You're organized.
Yeah, I wish. God, I'm just like, I just show up and I'm like, what's up, guys? What do you want to do? I'm following your lead because I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just turn on the machines.
See, I don't know all of my Dungeons and Dragons terminology, but I am chaotic. I like to think chaotic good, but I'll go with chaotic neutral because I still have some very bad habits that I try to keep in check that still come out. We'll throw that out.
I might have to have you on next week just so we can nerd out. Because you actually nerd out with me. Yeah, because I'll talk Game of Thrones with Linda. She'll be like, Game of Toilets? What?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you're hurting my heart.
Oh, Jon Snow. I never liked Jon Snow. He was so whiny. It's like you got your life's dream of being a celibate priest with a sword, and now you're just complaining about it all the time.
How hard it is to be a bastard.
Well, yeah, but I'm a bastard too. I mean, not like that. I did just by action.
No, he's like a real bastard.
But now I'm like rooting for him. Like Dany was always my favorite. Daenerys. Daenerys and Tyrion. Those were my two. Those were my go-tos.
Yeah.
And Daenerys is just, she's kind of like, I'm not liking her much anymore. You kind of turned into a dick. I mean, she's still a kind,
she has to, man. It's war. Sometimes you got to pull the bitch card to get shit done.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not faulting any of that, but like be a little nicer to Jorah. I mean, yeah, he's a little lovesick pup, but it's not like his intentions were wrong. Correct his behaviors. Don't shame the man.
Well,
like that's the kind of behavior I don't like. No shame.
She let him come back.
She let him come back.
And he got healed from he's fine.
But like she let him come back because of the power of Tyrion, Jorah, that's really what did it.
She's out of his league.
Oh, well, God, yeah, she's out of...
So, I mean...
she's out of everyone's league except for Khal Drogo. I mean, come on, he's another straight beta.
I don't know.
I'm not even into beards. I'd beard that.
Oh, I would beard it.
I would beard that so hard.
I want to be Daenerys. If I could have fucking Jason Momoa and fucking Kit Harington and Michael Hussman that did Daria. Yeah, can I please shag all them, please?
Jason Momoa, I did not know until I looked him up because I'm just fascinated by him. He's amazing. Yeah. He's so, like, you watch videos of him in person. He's so fun and funny.
Yeah.
So I looked him up. I didn't know this because it's not the reason that I was watching the show. He was on Baywatch.
He was?
Yeah. And if you want to see what, in my opinion, Jesus, if he was a perfect human being, would have looked like.
Jason Momoa.
Oh my God, 19-year-old, 20-year-old Jason Momoa. He was young. Like he looked like he was still going through at least a little bit of puberty. You know, like he was way too young to be looking at like, well, even I did. But wow, what a beautiful man. He's and then put that beard on him and.
Oh, I know,
Jesus.
right? And that his guy liner.
Yeah, he somehow made orange and green look good.
Jason Momoa.
Aquaman? I mean, those are shitty
I
colors
love me
together.
some Aquaman. I'm glad that he made Aquaman like badass too.
Yeah,
we need a real life Aquaman.
I hated every other character.
We will
in that
talk
movie
for 5 hours.
Yes,
we are
we
leaving.
Will totally. We gotta go.
I am Megan Rogers.
I am
Josh
Joshua
Ernan. Enid.
Close.
I suck. I can't read. Ask Ross. Was it Josh Ahern? Ask Josh Acorn.
Josh Ahern. Ryan Ahern. He's so offended right now. He's like, you're comparing me to that crazy guy. Dude, George asked me at one point to put
I haven't even drinking yet either. Jeez.
George asked me at one point to make my last name Enuts. Because it would be much easier
than saying D's nuts.
Well, it does work because it's a completely made up name from my Czechoslovakian great grandfather.
Yeah.
But they love Z's. They love inserting Z's into everything. Czechoslovakia. That's how we get the ch sound. They can't afford vowels out there.
But then
so
wouldn't it be Josh Enuts?
But then it would be Joshua Enuts. And that's just a little weirder.
It is a little weird.
I mean, it's totally made up. I wish I knew what it was truncated. Because it was a very long Czechoslovakian last name.
Right.
And apparently, according to people who know Czechoslovakians, I guess they lived in trailer parks their whole lives too. It was our doctor. He did genealogies and stuff. He said it's like a nobility last name, and that's why they're blonde hair and blue eyes.
And he's a doctor?
Brown hair.
Did he?
He was a doctor, yeah. He's my mom's like orthopedic surgeon or something.
Did he get his degree
online? He was
online?
mine for a little bit, but he got his degree in Eastern Europe somewhere. Paid for it in rubles and cigarettes. You know, he was that kind of guy.
That would work for me too.
Yeah.
All right, Josh.
Yeah, we
are
gotta
leaving.
go. I am that person. Like, we'll never make it out the door.
We're gonna have Josh
Thanksgiving.
again because he's just too much fun.
I'm having fun.
I am having
This is
fun
great.
too. Well, actually, we're gonna have to. We're just gonna leave. Okay. Bye. Bye.